No kidding. All right. Good morning, everyone. Sound check. Somebody on Zoom, talk to me.
Good morning. Woo! Happy Friday.
All right. There we go. Hi, Ron. Thank you. That was awesome. I love that. Let's check all my volume buttons, make sure I am maxed on volume. So today's Friday, and we are back to Scripts Friday. Nothing but scripts. All right, beginning with the basics. So behind me, you see a drawing. Remember, I'm not an artist. And that was worse. There we go. So this circle is our database. Very first call, somebody wants to count, just see how many scripts we get in today, just for fun. If not, no big deal. So database. The very first call I'm making to my database, Alan, is I'm letting everyone know that I'm a real estate agent. It's my initial call as a new real estate agent. So script number one on Nothing But Script Friday is Alan, is John Dietz calling with exciting news. Wanted to let you know that I am working as a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty. And I was wondering if you could do me a favor. If you know of anybody who is looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, would you refer them to me? Okay, cool. So first script, right? This is bothering me. I want you guys to be able to see that. That's better. Okay. So next script, adding new people to your database. Karen, my name is John Dietz. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty, and I like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. That simply means that I send them interesting information on the real estate market once a month, and I call every 3 or 4 months just to check in. Would it be okay if I added you to that group? Remember, it's a group. It's not a list. Nobody wants to be on a list. Now, we're going to start prospecting for opportunity. Remember that with every call, your focus is get an appointment, get a referral, add somebody to your database, or build a relationship. Now, I'm prospecting to a for sale by owner. I am going to take you from making the call to scheduling an appointment. That means they're in your funnel, this thing over here that looks like an acorn. That's your funnel. Maybe it looks like a tornado. I don't know. That's your funnel. So the purpose of the call is to get them into that funnel. Every day, I'm looking for one person who's thinking of selling their home. It doesn't matter if it's 30 days from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now, because a year from now, I'm going to need listings. And by getting face-to-face with one person every single day, that means over the next 12 months, I have 250 opportunities to find a new listing, right? So for sale by owner call, and I'm going to take you through the stages from call to an appointment to what to say on the appointment to what to say in the follow-up and questions that you can ask in order to look for opportunity. So we're going to park here for a little bit. All right, for sale by owner call. Vanessa, this is John Dietz. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty. I noticed that your home is for sale. Looks like you're selling by owner. Just out of curiosity, if I had a full price offer on your home, would you want me to bring you the offer? Right? Now, I just want to get the appointment, period, the end. And when I hear sure, I'm booking the appointment. Now, additional questions that I could ask on this call. Just out of curiosity, when your home sells, where are you moving to? By the way, the reason I'm asking that question is because I have other properties for sale, and it's my job to find a buyer for those properties. As a matter of fact, if you were to hire me, that's exactly what you would want me to do, isn't it? Now, when they answer your question, just out of curiosity, where are you moving to? And you hear Atlanta. The response is, what's in Atlanta? And you hear family. The response is not, that's awesome. It might not be awesome. They might be moving to Atlanta to take care of a sick parent, and not awesome. So just respond, I understand. The next question is, how soon would you like to get there? Why is that important to you? We doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, you might hear on a for sale by owner call, do you have a buyer? Here's a response. Great question. And I won't know until I see your home. That's exactly why we should get together. Does today at 3 o'clock work, or would 4 be better for you? You might hear, I'm busy. I understand. And if we were to meet, what time of day typically works best for you, Clarissa? Do mornings, afternoons, evenings, or weekends work best? Weekends. So I'm looking at my calendar and I've got Saturday at 4, or would Sunday at 3 be better for you? Okay, get the appointment. Don't schedule an appointment to call them back. If you call them back, you're getting voicemail, I promise. Think like this. This is the one and only time you're going to have a phone call conversation with this person. Don't hang up the phone without getting an appointment. If you hear, call me next week, here's a response. If we were to meet next week, what time of day typically works best for you, Paige? Mornings, afternoons, evenings, or weekends? Paige says afternoons. Cool. So I'm looking at my calendar and I've got next Tuesday at 3, or would Wednesday at 4 be better for you? Get the appointment, right? Even if you have to confirm and reschedule, get the appointment. Think like this. This is the one and only time you're going to get this person on the phone. Now you've got the appointment. Now what do you say? Call before you go on the appointment, Jeffrey, and confirm the appointment. Script. Hey, Jeffrey, this is John Dietz with Keller Williams Realty. Just confirming that we're meeting later today at 4 o'clock. Jeffrey says, yes, cool. See you at 4 o'clock. Now, arrive on time, be early, dress for success, make a great first impression. This is all part of the 14 points of my listing presentation, not really part of Script Friday, but still important. Now, I knock on the door and Diane answers the door. Script. Hi, Diane. My name is John Dietz. We had an appointment for 4 o'clock and it's 4 o'clock. That's it. Now, wait to be invited in. If you go in their house without being invited in, that's called breaking and entering. Don't do that. Wait to be invited in. Now, if Diane doesn't invite me in, I'm going to ask, is it okay if I come in? Script. The moment I walk in the front door, wow, you have a beautiful home and I'm so excited to be here. Script. Would you like me to take off my shoes before I go further, or are my shoes okay?
Your shoes are okay.
Cool. By the way, I'm coming back, I promise. By the way, if Diane answers the door and she's not wearing her shoes, mine are just coming off. I'm not asking. Now, not really part of Script Friday, but important. Remember, make a great first impression. When you leave the house that day, if you're wearing socks with holes in them, remember you're going to be taking your shoes off. And all they're going to remember is you're the guy with the holy socks. The dude with his toes sticking out. No. Okay, now back to Script. Diane, I'm super excited to be here and excited for this opportunity to help you ... sell your home. Embedded command, assume the close. Now, Diane, what I'd love for you to do is to take me on a tour of your home. I'm going to take lots of notes and I'll ask a few questions and pretend I'm a buyer and just show me the property like you would as if I were a buyer. Now, as we're touring your home, if you would point out what you like best about your home, because what we found is the next buyer will buy your home for the same reasons you love your home. Okay, now, as you're touring their home, ask lots of questions and take notes. Take notes out loud. Now, what does that mean? Beautiful hardwood floors, vaulted ceilings. I'm writing this down and I'm talking. Updated kitchen, granite countertops, maple cabinets, stainless steel appliances. Wow, you have an absolutely beautiful home. Script. Here's not a script. What in the world were you thinking of with this purple paint? Oh my gosh, that's gotta go. Fuzzy wallpaper, seriously? Did you put that up in the 70s? That's gotta go. Your job is not to stage their house. Your job is to love their house. Paradigm shift. Most real estate agents believe that they show their level of expertise by going in and staging someone's home. And what you're actually doing potentially is offending the seller. If I comment on the wallpaper, if I say, we got to get rid of this wallpaper and we're going to want to paint, what if they love the wallpaper? What have you accomplished? Every seller is asking themselves 3 questions about you when you show up at their front door. Number 1, do you like me? Number 1, can I trust you? It's not, do you like me? I know I got that wrong. Number 1 is, do you care about me? I knew that was wrong. Feel free to correct me. Do you care about me? Number 2, can I trust you? And number 3, do you know what you're doing? And by the way, do you know what you're doing is the least important of the 3. Do you care about me and can I trust you are most important. Now, are you conveying that you care about them by tearing their house apart? No, you're not. Like their house. All right. Now you're going to end up at the front door. This is probably the most important conversation. It's the most important script that you're going to have on this appointment. Paige, before we leave, first of all, Paige, thank you for showing me your home today. You have an absolutely beautiful home, and I'm positive it'll sell. Script. Before I leave, is it okay if I ask you a couple questions? Exit conversation.
Sure.
Cool. By the way, exit conversation is not part of the script. You don't tell the seller, okay, this is the exit conversation. No, don't do that. So Paige, in my experience, most homeowners who are selling their home by owner have a game plan for how long they're going to sell by owner before they hire a professional like me, Embedded Command. Is it okay if I ask you what your game plan is?
Sure, maybe a month and a half.
Cool. So 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, absolutely positive it'll sell within that time period. Now, one more question, if that's okay. Great. She said yes.
Yes.
Again, in my experience, most homeowners who are selling by owner are selling by owner in order to save on the fee. Is that the reason you're selling your home by owner?
Yeah, a lot of money I can save. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I know when I scheduled the appointment, you shared with me that if a realtor was to bring you a buyer, you would pay them 3%, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So the difference between selling your home by owner and working with a professional like me is 3%, not 6%.
That's true. Yeah.
I just let that sit. It's called dropping a bomb and walking away. Yeah, Jonathan's in the back doing this. Exactly. This is how you do it. 3%. A-okay. It matters. I promise you. Now, you could just let that sit. Like I said, it's called dropping a bomb and walking away. Now, if I don't see opportunity, all I'm going to do is follow that up with, so Paige, before I leave, I just want to share with you that I'm really good at follow-up, which means I'll call you. I'm super persistent, but I'm not pushy. Let them know you're going to follow up. Let them know you're going to be a complete pain in the butt. Let them know that you don't take no for an answer. Then they're not surprised when you keep calling. By the way, they like that. Even if they tell you they don't, they do. Because you're demonstrating how you would work if they were to hire you. Do you want to hire a real estate agent who never follows up with you? No, of course you don't. If they don't follow up with you, are they going to follow up with potential buyers? No. So if I don't see opportunity, Paige, before I leave, I just want to share with you that I'm really good at follow-up, which means I'll call you a lot. And I'm super persistent, but I'm not pushy.
Okay,
Now, if I see opportunity, and here's how you see opportunity, opportunity is frustration. Okay. If I see opportunity, exit conversation. So let's go back to when I scheduled the appointment with you, Paige, you shared with me that if a real estate agent were to bring you a buyer, you would pay them 3%, correct?
correct.
Yeah, so the difference between selling your home by owner and working with a professional like me is 3%, not 6%.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if I'm wrong, please forgive me. If I'm being too aggressive, please forgive me. However, if you were to hire a professional real estate agent, you would want to hire an aggressive agent, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
And it feels like you might be thinking that it's the right time to hire a professional like me. If I could show you how I could sell your home for more money and net you the additional 3% or even more and get your home sold in less time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that?
sure. I can't imagine, but yeah, if you think you can do that, sure.
Okay, it's a curiosity question, guys. I'm not asking you to list your home with me. And I'll even tell them, aren't you at least curious? I mean, even if you don't hire me, I'm selling blank number of homes every month for an average of 99% of the asking price in less than 30 days. And at the very least, aren't you at least curious how I'm doing that? Even if you don't hire me, get that appointment. All right, how we doing? Okay. All right, follow up. So day one. Now, on this really cool drawing back here, that I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can see it. On this really cool drawing back here, we made a call. It was a prospecting call. We scheduled an appointment. We're going to do that 250 times a year, by the way, because every day we add somebody to our follow-up funnel. There, you guys can see it in Zoom world. Now, from the appointment, it goes down here in follow-up. Day one, week 2, week 3, and so on. And the very first day, I'm going to call the day after I saw Paige's home. Hey, Paige, John Dietz, following up as promised. First of all, I wanted to thank you for meeting with me yesterday. You have an absolutely beautiful home. I'm positive it'll sell. And I also wanted to check in and see if you have any questions for me. Say no.
No,
Okay, so that's it. That's the day one follow-up call. I just wanted to give you a call and say thank you for showing me your home. You have an absolutely beautiful home, and I'm positive it'll sell. And I wanted to check in and see if you have any questions for me.
no question.
Okay, cool. Now, before the week is over, so you're making 2 calls in week 1. Before the week is over, Aaron, John Dietz, following up as promised. Let the Harley go by. All right, so Aaron, John Dietz, following up as promised. Just checking in. How are things going?
Everything's good.
Okay, is your home still available?
I've received a couple offers, but yes.
Okay, still available.
Yeah.
Cool. Congratulations on the offers, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how do they look?
No, they're not what I want.
Okay, so you're still looking for the right buyer, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm working hard to find that buyer for you, and I'll call you again next week.
Okay.
That's it. Good. Week 2. Jeffrey, John Dietz, following up as promised.
Hi, John.
Yeah, just checking in. How are things going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Is your home still available?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Have you had any offers?
Yeah, still the same ones that happened last week, but nothing that's still one.
Okay. How's activity? Are you getting lots of showings? Okay. Okay. And just out of curiosity, what kind of feedback are you hearing? They like my home, blah, blah, blah. Everybody says I have the greatest home on earth, right? Yeah, that's the feedback. That's what they're going to tell you. Cool. So Jeffrey, just a quick question for you. If I were to call your buyers as a real estate agent. Is it possible they would give me different feedback than they're giving you as the owner of the house?
Possibly.
Yeah, and if I were able to get that feedback for you, and then I could share that with you, would that be valuable for you?
Yes.
Cool, so I have an idea. I'll stop by later today and I'll drop off a sign-in sheet for you. Have your buyers sign in, including their contact information, and then either email that to me every couple days, or I'll stop by every couple days and pick up the sign-in sheet from you, and I'll call your buyers for feedback.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. What are you guys thinking? So do you care about me? Can I trust you? Do you know what you're doing? And you're taking time out of your day to help get feedback on their home. You're providing value. What else are you getting? Buyer leads. 100%. So I teach that to everyone that I speak to. I wonder how many actually do it. Probably not a lot. Okay, week 3. Sandra, John Dietz, Keller Williams Realty, following up as promised. Yeah, just checking in. Wanted to see, is your home still available? Shirley, you'll like this. Is a script. It's a script. Write it down. I could just let that sit there. What's the message? I would have thought your home would have been sold by now. That's interesting that your home is still available. Yeah, you know, Sandra, 100% I would have thought your home would have been sold by now. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Can I share with you why that might be? Okay, tell me what a great buyer looks like. Yeah, someone that loves your home as much as you do. I get it. Can I share with you what a great buyer looks like to me? Okay. A great buyer is someone who sold their home yesterday and they need to buy a home to move into in 30 days. Right? Or a great buyer is someone who's in town for the weekend to buy a home. Now, just curious, if you were that buyer, Sandra, are you out driving around looking at for sale by owners? Or are you working with a professional like me? Yeah, I agree. Now, if you're the real estate agent who's working with that buyer, are you driving around showing them properties that are for sale by owner? Or are you showing them homes that are listed by a professional like me? Okay. So if you're not attracting one of those two buyers, which we just described, and we also said that's a great buyer. If you're not attracting one of those buyers, who are you attracting? Tough question to answer. And what Sandra's doing here in the room is exactly what the seller is going to do. I don't know. Maybe everybody else. Now, Alan, if I could show you how I could sell your home for more money in less time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that? Now, what if you hear, how would you do that? Watch script. The watch script is my answer to how would you do that? So Diane, role play with me because you're close and the microphone will pick you up, and that's awesome. So Diane, if I could show you how I could sell your home for more money in less time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that?
Sure.
Ask me, how are you going to do that, John?
How are you going to do that, John?
Okay, cool. So Diane, let's just pretend for a moment, and I'm not looking at you because we're on the phone, right? Diane, let's just pretend for a moment that you and I are going to buy a watch, and we have a budget of $500, and we go to Nordstrom's, and we find where they're selling watches, and we talk to the professional behind the counter, and we find the watch we want to buy. It's this watch, and we pay $500 for it. Now we get home and we don't like the watch anymore, and we can't return it. So we're going to sell it in our garage sale tomorrow. Are we going to get $500 for the watch?
No, definitely not,
No. Why not?
because it's already used?
Well, it's actually still brand new. It's still in the box. And can I share with you? Well, let me ask you a different question. When we went to Nordstrom's, we went expecting to pay retail and we bought the watch from a professional, correct?
Yes.
So Nordstrom's is attracting people who expect to pay retail. And at the garage sale, we're attracting people who are looking for a bargain. And at Nordstrom's, the watch is being sold by a professional. And at the garage sale, who's the watch being sold by, Diane?
By the owner.
By the owner. Now just let that sit there. That should be another moment, except this time it's them that's saying So if I could show you how I could sell your home for more money in less time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that?
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
right. Have you had any offers on your home, different conversation, different follow-up call? Or could be face-to-face call, a conversation, just another for sale by owner script. Have you had anybody offer you, offer to purchase your home owner financing? Have you had anybody ask if you would do a lease purchase? Now, if you talk to somebody who's been for sale by owner for a while, the answer is going to be yes. Can I share with you why that is?
Sure.
You see, if I were a buyer and I was looking to buy a home and I'd called Alan because I want to see a property that he has listed, if Alan is doing his job, he's going to ask me if I've been pre-approved before he starts showing me properties. And if I can't get a loan, then I can't find a real estate agent who will work with me. And I still want to buy a home, but I can't get a loan. So the only thing that's left is for sale by owners. For sale by owners have a sign in their front yard that says, everybody that can't get a loan, call me. All right. 9:31. Take yourself off mute. Talk to me. If you're in the room, take yourself off mute. Talk to me.
I got lost in a thing. When you started this original script, when you told him that you could give him a good offer to to get the first opportunity to go to his home, you never gave him an offer, or what happened in that point?
So what I said was, if I had an offer on your home, would you want me to bring you the offer? Right?
Yes.
Yes.
You
And
visited?
I'm really careful to never say I have a buyer or I'm going to bring you an offer. Right?
Okay, so the visit was like you saw the home.
Yep.
You saw it was an awesome home, it could sell, whatever.
Yep.
But did you in any moment have like later on a price to give him? Or at that point, I didn't get it. Like, I can get a good offer, whatever. You didn't ask him how much are you selling. I could sell it in this amount or something.
Doesn't matter yet. No, doesn't matter yet. And by the way, if you have a buyer, sell it. You don't want to list the house. You want to sell it. Matter of fact, that's script. I don't want to list my home. Cool. I want to help you sell your home. Script. Now, if you have a buyer, why would you not bring your buyer to that for sale by owner? Of course you would, because you're actually making more money. If they're paying you 3% to bring them a buyer, it's the same amount of money that you would get if you were to list their home, 3%, but you're actually netting more money because you don't have any marketing expense. You don't have holding costs, because it costs money to, as a real estate agent, to manage that listing, right? If I have a listing manager, I'm paying somebody to call and get feedback and follow up. That costs money. If I just bring them a buyer, I'm netting 100% of the gross commission. Why wouldn't I want to bring them a buyer? Of course I do. Now, the question might have been and could have been, why didn't you bring them a buyer? The answer to that is because I don't have the right buyer. I have buyers and I have buyers buying homes. I just don't have buyers buying that home. And by the way, the reason I don't have a buyer buying that home is because nobody's calling me about that house. Now, the reason no one's calling me about that house is because I'm not marketing it. script. You might get in your follow-up calls because you're just going to keep following up forever. And when the market shifts, it will shift. I promise you. I had for sale by owners that I was following up with for 3, 4, 5, 6 months or a year. And they're like, holy cow, John, you just keep calling. Why haven't you brought a buyer? Because I don't have the right buyer. Talk to you next week.
I have a question.
Yep.
Topic. When you said, okay, you know, could I bring you a full price? How would you like if I bring you a full price offer? And they say, do you have an offer? And you say, I would need to see your home first. But then when you get to the house and they're like, so where's my offer?
That's what I'm listening.
Right, that's, say, so John, where's that offer? You say, but, you know, so what's the next scripted part? When you get to the front door and they're like, where's my offer?
Justin, can you do me a big favor? I'm sorry. My battery's getting ready to die, which means I'm going to drop everybody here. It's just, can you grab my power cable? It's in my office. Thanks. So I'm a script, right? Karen, what I actually said when we talked on the phone was, if I had an offer, would you want me to bring you the offer, right?
Yes.
And I won't know until I have an offer on your home until I see your house, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And in order for me to have an offer on your home, I have to have the right buyer. And the purpose of the appointment to see your home is to determine what the right buyer looks like. So now that I've seen your home, I know what we're looking for. And as of right now, I'm working with buyers, but I don't have exactly the right buyer for your house. Not yet, anyways.
On that exact same script, you had said, just out of curiosity, where are you moving?
Mhm.
But then you lost me. What was the connection to the next thing? You're like, just out of curiosity, where are you moving?
Just out of curiosity, where are you moving to? Just by the way, the reason I'm asking you the question is I have other properties that are for sale, and part of my job is to find a buyer for those homes. You see, Karen, one of the things that I do to get listings sold, and this is part of my value proposition. Thank you, Justin. One of the things that I do to get your listing sold is I talk to 20 potential buyers every day for your home. When you hire me, I'm going to call and I'm going to speak to 20 potential buyers for your home every day.
The analogy was Atlanta.
Yeah, so just to give you an example, that when they answered the question, they said Atlanta. So obviously, I don't have any homes for sale in Atlanta. That's just
So that was just fishing.
totally. Okay.
That's what I was wondering.
All right, everybody in Zoom, make it a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the pleasure of your time. I hope you got great value today.